Hello, welcome back and thank you for joining me in. I hope you had a great week. So today I wanted to talk with you about the best eyelash extension glue ever. Well, I'm only joking because we all know that there is no such a thing like the best eyelash glue. Just like there isn't the best mascara or the best foundation that works for absolutely everyone. And just like the makeup products we use every day, the lash adhesive should be carefully chosen to suit the specific needs, but what's most important, the experience of eyelash technician. But I really hope that today's video will help you to find the best lash glue for you and to understand what is really happening when we work with the lash adhesives, what reactions are taking place, and why sometimes we might experience difficulties whilst working with this very sensitive and sometimes tricky product. So get ready for a short chemistry lesson. I will try to make it as easy to understand as possible, so please don't skip this video because I can promise you it will just change your life, or at least solve some of your problems. I will also go into details about the types of glues and tell you a little bit about where the eyelash adhesive comes from. But before we jump into this very exciting topic, a quick reminder to press the red button and subscribe, as you might miss out on my weekly videos. So sienna acrylate glue was actually discovered during the Second World War, but it was first used only during the Vietnam War to heal wounds and internal organs. After the war, it was widely used in many types of industries, and that's actually how the everyday product, super glue, has come about too. But in the eyelash industry, this product became most popular due to its very strong bonding properties and fast curing time. All sienna acrylate based glues for eyelash extension have the same basic ingredients, and they are stabilizer, carbon black, and sienna acrylate. Stabilizers prevent the glue from polymerizing inside the bottle and keep the glue in liquid consistency. Carbon black gives us color. And the sienna acrylate is a substance that starts to cure in contact with air and surface humidity. This ingredient is the one that creates a very strong and highly resistant bond. The main difference between eyelash adhesives is the percentage of the sienna acrylate. The higher the percentage, the faster drying the lash glue will be. That means that if you are not very experienced lash technician, you shouldn't go for the strongest glue, as what people call the strength actually equals how quick the glue dries. If a glue is too fast drying for you, it will polymerize before you place the extension on the natural lash, and in effect, lashes will fall out within a few days. Very often, girls that have just started to lash complain that their lashes don't last very long, and more often than not blame the glue. But in fact, the problem is not the glue itself, but the wrong choice of the glue. Most big lash brands divide their glues according to drying time of the adhesive or the level of experience. So it's usually a little bit easier for you to choose the correct type for you. If you are a beginner, go for glue with 2 to 3 seconds drying time. This will give you enough time to place the extension in the right position. And remember, slow drying glue doesn't mean lashes will fall out quicker. I think one of the biggest fears of new eyelash technicians is that if they choose slower drying glue, they will have a bad retention. But in fact, the percentage of the sienna acrylate in slower drying glues is big enough to guarantee really good retention for 6 to 8 weeks. And I myself like to reach for these types of glue quite often, especially during hot summer. And don't forget, all information about drying time should usually be available on the supplier website and is easy accessible. If not, don't be afraid to ask. The second difference in lash adhesive is the type of sienna acrylate used. Most eyelash adhesives are a mix of few types of sienna acrylate, and the mix will determine the consistency and the texture of the glue. Most eyelash adhesives are a mix of few types of sienna acrylate, and the mix will determine the consistency and texture of the glue. They might also have side effects like strong fumes or increased reaction temperature. So the sienna acrylate mainly used for the production of eyelash extension glue are ethyl, octyl, butyl and propyl sienna acrylate. Ethyl sienna acrylate is one of the most commonly used in eyelash adhesives. It can glue various materials and provide very strong and flexible bond. It does usually give strong fumes, and this glue should definitely not have any contact with human tissues. Octyl sienna acrylate is the main component of medical glues. Butyl sienna acrylate provides a good strong bond, is non-toxic but is also quite rigged. And the propyl sienna acrylate, these glues have increased bonding strength and it doesn't give a smoky effect. The sienna acrylate based glues are highly resistant and very long lasting and are so far one of the most effective products when it comes to bonding eyelash extension with natural lashes. And like I mentioned before, the reaction is possible mostly because of the moisture in our natural lashes. Of course, other external factors must take a place to initiate the reaction, but if our natural lashes were completely moisture-free, the reaction would not take a place and the extension would simply slide off the natural lashes instead of bonding with it. The moisture works kind of like a magnet that attracts the molecules of the glue and accelerates the process of polymerization. You probably noticed that sometimes while lashing on one client everything works great, and then 1 hour later you're lashing in the same conditions with the same glue but on different client and it just doesn't work. The reason might be your client's lashes are either very dry or she might be even just hangover. Did you know that even when we are hangover, our body is extremely dehydrated, and in some cases this might actually affect the whole polymerization process. So now we need to get more into details about what polymerization process, polymerization reaction actually is. So stay with me for a little bit longer, we don't have much left, and hopefully after today you will never again experience any problems with any lash adhesives. The polymerization starts the moment you squeeze the glue from the bottle. And this is like a chain reaction that once it starts, it will continue until all molecules will connect with each other, creating a strong and hard to break crust. This is happening because the moisture in the air neutralizes the stabilizer and the glue starts to cure. That's why when you use eyelash adhesive, you should always try to use the middle of the glue bulb, as this is where the glue is still fresh and runny. Polymerization starts where the glue is most exposed to the external conditions, so the top and bottom of the glue bulb will cure fastest and the middle will be better for longer. Now, once you place the extension into the bulb, you only have few seconds before stabilizers get neutralized on the surface of the extension, and here we go back to what I was telling you before. If you work with the slower glue that has more stabilizers, it will take them long to be neutralized, and that will give you more time to place the extension onto the natural lash. Usually the humidity in the air and on the surface is enough for the reaction to take place, but as you probably know, sometimes we need to help ourselves by using either humidifier if the humidity in our workplace is low, or by using a glue accelerator like a London Lash Pro Booster or a bio cleanser. If you would like to try any of those products, I have left a link under this video together with the 10% discount code, so don't forget to check it out once you finish watching. Glue accelerators increase the hydration of glued surfaces, which means that stabilizers are neutralized faster. And this product can be used if, for example, our glue works too slow. Additionally, most of those products have an alkaline pH, which helps to open hair cuticles and create better bond between the natural lash and the glue. This will significantly improve the retention, so they are definitely worth trying. Okay, and before I finish, I would like to tell you about my favorite lash glue, and that's Flexi from London Lash Pro. I have tried quite a lot of different glues in the past, and I also been given a lot of different samples while I was working as a quality controller, but Flexi so far is the best glue for me. This adhesive works well in most conditions and is great for advanced but also intermediate eyelash technicians because of its thick and creamy consistency, but also its high percentage of sienna acrylate. The bond that this glue creates is very flexible, so it's hard to break and the lashes won't pop off as easily as if you were using a glue with more rigged bond. The drying time is approximately 1 second, but with glue accelerators you can even make it work a little bit faster. In general, I prefer slightly slower and thicker consistency glues as I find them more predictable and easier to maneuver. Well, that's all. I really hope you found this video interesting and most importantly helpful. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below and I promise I will get back to you. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Remember that you can also follow me on my Instagram, Victoria_LondonLashPro. Thank you once again for watching and I hope to see you all next Thursday. Have a great week. Bye guys!